The warning, take your key from ignition in a Mercedes car, is a big pain in your neck, unfortunately, because it has something to do with the anti-theft system. And it's not that easy to diagnose, let alone repairs. So there may be 3 issues triggering this message. The damaged key that sends wrong signals to the ignition unit, a bad ignition unit that can't process the signal, or more likely a damaged or faulty steering column lock unit. The system works this way. Once you put the key into ignition, the system makes sure that this is the proper key by communicating with the chip in it. If it's the proper key, the ignition unit sends the signal to the steering column lock and tells it to unlock the steering wheel. When the steering wheel lock mechanism completes its task, it sends the signal back in the ignition system, and this allows you to start the car. When something fails in this simple chain of events, you will not be able to start your Mercedes. Basically, before you tow your car to the dealership, there are 3 things you may do. First of all, try the spare key. If the problem is with the key, it will work with the spare, and you will just need to replace the main key fob in the future. Then try to wiggle the steering wheel before you insert the key into the ignition unit, and also at the moment when you try to turn the key in the ignition. Just keep wiggling it, and it may trigger the electronic steering wheel lock mechanism to do its job. This won't solve your problem, but may just allow you to start the car. And lastly, you may want to check the 12-volt battery voltage under load using a load tester. If the battery is bad and faulty, you may get this message because the steering wheel lock module will need proper voltage to disengage the lock. If the voltage drops heavily when the lock tries to do its job, you may see the message, take your key from ignition. But if all these simple things fail, the only option is to go to the dealership and have the car inspected. Then they will most likely replace the steering wheel lock unit, and it will cost you north of $1,000 or pounds. Unfortunately, nothing else will work long term if the problem is actually with the steering wheel lock unit.